Early on, sinabi ko na sa kanila, ayaw ko talaga yan. Ever since I assumed office, I've always been worried about this office because it's been the milking cow of people who are corrupt in government. And may I be allowed to just add, this is not mine. This was prepared by somebody else. I'm just reading it, but I'd like to communicate my intentions, my plans, my worries, my headache in running the country. You know, there's a little bit of a raucous there in Congress regarding the abolition or the continuance of the road users tax board. I believe that the Senate has decided the right thing and has stated that the road tax board has been dismantled. Ever since I assumed office, I've always been worried about this office because it's been the milking cow of people who are corrupt in government. Ever since, I've really questioned the existence of this office. It's nothing but a depository of money and for corruption. Walang ibang purpose yan. And I agree with the others and the senators that it is time to abolish it and return that function to the DPWH. I side with the Senate, and if it comes to a constitutional controversy, the executive department will side with the Philippine Senate in its interpretation of the law that the process has been completed, that it has been sent to the Senate for approval, and on time it was signed. This is in the matter of abolishing the road tax. Wag na lang natin, I've always been early on, sinabi ko na sa kanila, ayaw ko talaga yan. But politics and the expediency of everything, nandyan pa yan hanggang ngayon. And I had a talk with President Arroyo, and apparently there was a misunderstanding because all around I really wanted to abolish the road tax. And Andaya says now that I was one of those who said that it should be maintained. No. Nagkamali sila doon. My feelings about that board was at its strongest against its being there. So walang ginawa yan kung hindi makurap. And I see now that it's about time na buwagin nila yan. Because if not, and if I side, which I am on the side of the Senate, it would create another constitutional issue and maybe crisis. Wag lang sana. I hate to say it, but please, if it's good for the people, if it's good for the trust deposited on the people, on government employees, we could just go ahead and abolish it.
Sir, dun po sa road board, no?
Yes.
So apparently si Congressman Nandaya, well, context of course, you know what happened with Secretary Jokno. No? He said that there are congressmen who asked for the release, who followed up on the release of the road boat fund, including Congressman Nandaya and Congressman Suarez. Now, both are denying it. And yesterday, Congressman Nandaya came up with a list of allegedly congressmen who did ask the road board to release the funds, and some of them, according to him, are allies of the president. Your comment, please.
I doubt if that is true. In the same way that when he said that Secretary Jokno and I were out of touch with the president regarding the position of the president, I think he was referring to himself. Either he was referring to himself that he is out of touch with the president, or he was mentioning that there was a dinner between the president, the speaker, and him. And on that dinner in September, the president, according to him, wanted the release of the funds. But either he was not listening to the president closely, or he misunderstood what the president said. I talked with the president last night, in connection with the courtesy call, and I asked him specifically what is his position, because you people have been asking me exactly what is the position of the president. I will quote him exact words. He said, day one, I was already against this road users tax because ginagamit lang ang ginagawa lang gatasan ng mga corrupt na mga politiko. So I said, okay, then I'll make a statement of that. So that's the position of the president. He doesn't like it. He wants it abolished.
Okay, clarification. So road users tax and the road board are different, no? So both. He wants to abolish the road board and that collects the road users tax, yes?
I think so. That's logically, that would be the consequence.
Okay, sir, when you say you doubt the list of Congressman Nandaya, what do you mean? Did we do a counter check with the road board to verify if these are indeed the congressmen who asked for the release of the road board?
I don't have to ask them. Knowing Secretary Sara Dominguez, because he was mentioned to be going there, that is not the style of Secretary Dominguez. He's suplado. He will not even go there. And he mentioned Secretary Dominguez and others daw, members of the cabinet, pumunta ron sa kay Speaker Arroyo o doon sa Congress at sinasabing, huwag niyong galawin yung budget na yan, kay Presidente. They will never do that. Out of character yun sa Secretary Dominguez.
Okay, sir.
Siya, straight yun.
Follow-up, Ina.
Sir, did you ask him about Congressman Andaya's allegations? Supposedly they met and that he agreed not to abolish
Siguro
the road
totoo yun ang nag-meeting. But as I said earlier, baka he misunderstood the president. Yun na lang ang pwede nating sabihin doon.
Questions, MPC.
Senator Lacson is also asking the president to speak or to finally talk about this issue of the road insertions, road users tax. Kasi parang he says sina Andaya and
Well, he has
Secretary
spoken
Jokno.
last night. That's why I'm speaking to all of you and to those who claim that that is not the position of the president. Those were the exact words he said. From day one, I'm against it. Kasi ginagawa lang katasan ng mga corrupt politicians.
So as we speak, Secretary Jokno has the full backing
Oh,
and support
definitely.
of the
He
president.
has the full backing of the president as well as all the members of the cabinet.
Thank you, sir.